In a podcast land where thoughts collide, Brian and Craig will be your guide. No topic too small, no tale too tall. Tune in, laugh out, you'll have a ball. From mysteries deep to light-hearted jokes in a poker rhythm where laughter invokes. Untitled is their name, the fun untamed. Each episode a ride, this shows their claim. Untitled, Brian and Craig, get ready for a twist and a leg shake. In a quirky world where anything goes, join the ride as the madness flows.
My name is Brian and I'm sitting in a chair. Doot doodle 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 doot. His name is Craig and he has no hair. Doot doodle 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 doot. There we go.
That was amazing. We have a new theme song.
I've stolen that wholeheartedly from Richard on Instagram.
Oh, well, good job, Richard. Except, how does he know I have no hair?
Well, no, he has a song that's like just the little doot doodle doot doodle doodle doot. I stole that from him.
I enjoyed it. Thank you.
Yes.
You didn't have to apologize for it. I'm all dressed in orange and I'm ready to roll.
Yes. Roll. No, what is it? Broncos country. Let's ride.
Oh, don't do that. Let's not. We're in a happy place now. We don't have to go back to the Russell Wilson days. What are you doing to me?
I'm reminding you of where you came from.
Oh, I've come from the depths of hell you would never understand. I was born in the darkness, Brian.
You didn't see a winning season of the Denver Broncos until you were a man?
That's not true. They're a very winning franchise. I got to see them lose a lot of Super Bowls when I was a kid, though. That was fun.
Well, maybe this is the year for the Bills.
Maybe. You're starting to sound like a real Bills fan.
What was it? Curve to the left or it's veering to the left, 13 seconds, and it's not a catch. Yeah.
Yeah, there's some trauma there. I mean, at least my team has won the Super Bowl 3 times, so that's good.
Oh, I will have you know, though, I have pissed off everyone at work.
Oh, no.
Because they're all, like, talking about the New York Knicks, and they're all like, Jalen Hurts, or whatever the hell. Is that their...
Jalen Brunson. Jalen Hurts is the Philadelphia Eagles quarterback.
Yeah, whatever. I don't give a fuck about either of those. But, sorry, but everyone's like, yeah, Jalen, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah, but what about Nikola Jokic and like how fast he's like even gotten past LeBron James? Like, can we talk about him? And they're like, no.
Brian, they just won the title. The Knicks did. We as Nuggets fans just have to be quiet because it's been 3 years, and yeah, we got knocked out in the first round. So
that's true.
They get to chirp as much as they want. Plus, the Knicks were awesome, and I actually enjoyed their run. It was the NBA Finals this year were quite fun. So
I will say though, they pulled a reverse Nuggets where they had a 29-point deficit and they beat it.
They came back from it.
Came back from it, and they didn't have it in the beginning and then lost. That's
correct. So, yeah, they did. They did a reverse Nuggets, or the Spurs were just embodying the Nuggets sensibilities.
I don't know, man. The Spurs were really good in like the early 2000s.
Oh yeah, the Spurs won 5 titles since 1999. So don't cry for them. They're going to be okay. It's all right.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
Talking about pulling in reverse, I saw this week. I don't know if you've ever seen this before. It's a video from like 3 years ago, but it's amazing. It's this comedian named Max Fosh. He's a British dude, and he got invited to play in a charity soccer game.
Okay.
And what he did is he tried his best. He was playing really, really dirty on purpose because he wanted to get a yellow card.
Okay.
And like, he was like slide tackling hard, like into people, like, but it's a charity game. So like they don't want to put a yellow card up or anything. But he didn't want to get a red. So he wasn't playing so dirty that they would kick him out of the game, but he was trying. He's just playing a little bit dirty, trying to get, because it's very rare for a soccer player to want to get a yellow card.
Right.
That's unusual. But he did. And the reason he did, and he was like sliding into people the whole game. And finally, like the 87th minute, he slid into a dude so hard that the referee had to come over and give him a card. And what he had done prior to the game is stuck in his pants an Uno reverse card. So the referee comes over, slaps up the card. He pulls out the Uno reverse card from his pocket and throws it up at the referee. So I guess the referee now has a yellow card. I don't know how Uno and soccer work together. But it's one of my favorite things that I've seen this week. It was a video of
That's
a guy.
funny.
It's so good. So his name was Max Fosh. Apparently he's like an internet comedian person.
hmm
Does
Here's
dumb things
here's
on the
my
internet.
unpopular opinion about soccer.
You don't like it, I'm guessing.
I actually don't have one. I actually do like soccer. It's just way
Okay.
too fucking long, and the pitches are too fucking big.
It is large,
So
but it's I mean, we're in the heat of the World Cup action, and I'm caught up in soccer fever. I like soccer.
right, I mean, yeah, I
Just
mean, I like it too, but I mean, I just think it's too damn big. Like the pitches are too big. Like that's my big gripe.
so you want to make it smaller.
It's long periods of time where nothing happens. But I
It's not
also
true.
hear me out. Hear me
Okay.
out.
Okay.
I grew up listening to Football de Liga Mexicana, and the announcer is fucking crazy,
They
and
go
he's
crazy.
like,
Yeah.
and it looks like, oh my god, and it's like super fascinating, literally just listening to him. And now when you listen to it in British or whatever, they're
Yeah.
like,
They're more
and
subdued.
Johnson passes to whatever. It's a
Yeah.
slide. It's a reverse Frenchman, and you're just like, this is fucking boring.
Well, yeah, I guess if you're trying to match the energy of a Mexican soccer announcer, yeah, it
Oh, you
might.
can't.
Yeah, you can't. There's no way.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
not.
that's
But I
fine.
will say though, the one thing that did please me was Australia. Their team name was the Socceroos,
Socceroo. Oh
and
yeah,
that made me happy.
they've been nicknamed the Socceroos for many years. I
Yeah.
like that about them. I'm sad that they're in the United States group because I want them to advance. Well, they still can advance. Both U.S. and Australia can advance, but I didn't want to have to root against Australia yesterday, but I did, and it worked out
Hmm.
well. And the Americans have already advanced, which is crazy. They've never advanced with only 2 games played. They've never won
Yeah.
back-to-back games in the World Cup like this. So
Well,
it's pretty great. It's pretty great. And today I'm rooting for the Dutch, which is why I'm wearing my Dutch
Hmm.
soccer shirt. Go Netherlands.
Ah.
So
Well,
anyway,
and anyways, that concludes our sports podcast.
that does conclude our sports podcast. Brian, this week I was in a Dairy Queen.
Incorrect.
Nope.
It's
Nope. True.
During the month of June, they're called Dairy Queer.
Okay. Well, Queen works. Doesn't Queen work?
Well, a Dairy Queen is a gay man that loves breasts, so that also works.
Okay. I didn't know that particular. I mean, it makes sense, I guess. Sure. Okay, I was
But
in the establishment known for blizzards. You can call it what you like during the month of June. And I was waiting. I was actually waiting for a DoorDash to pick up. And I'm just standing there at the counter. And to my immediate right, a couple walks up to order. They ordered a root beer float, which is normal.
feels normal.
Root beer float is not strange. Until you
Correct.
say, could you also put bananas in it?
The fuck?
Right? And
I'm sorry. Do they just want? Do
root
do
beer
they
float,
want the world to burn? Do they
clearly.
do they just want to watch shit on fire? Do they know what flavors go well together? Do they know how flavors work? I'm
Root beer,
just gonna answer that question.
root beer
No,
float?
they
No.
don't.
Root beer float.
No.
And could you chop up some bananas and put it in there?
I have heard of people dropping in Dr. Pepper as well. That's a little weird for
Dr.
me.
Dr. Pepper float's okay though. It's not a
No,
crime
no.
against humanity.
I'm saying with the root beer.
Oh, root beer and Dr. Pepper?
Correct.
It's
Yes.
unconventional, but I think it might be able to work.
I think it works. I think the flavors check out. We'll have to do
Yeah.
some independent analysis and get back to that.
But Brian,
It's not
bananas.
quite as heinous as Pepsi and milk, but you know what?
Who does that?
Apparently a lot of people, and they call it pilk, and it apparently you have to drink it quickly because it curdles the milk, apparently.
Oh, gross.
I don't know. I've never
don't
tried
like-
it.
I don't like the things you're saying. But then again, I told you about root beer floats with bananas. So I think
You
we might
did.
be even. But Brian, they ordered root beer floats with pieces of banana. And they're like, don't blend it together. We just want you to chop up a banana and throw the pieces in there. So we're
Well, it just
talking
gets worse.
We're talking root beer float with chunks of bananas in it, Brian. This is what they ordered and paid good American dollars for.
And there were 2 people, not just one.
There were 2.
2 people were enjoying this, people.
A man and a woman.
What you're saying is a demon and another demon, and
I mean-
their match was made in hell.
I mean, I can neither confirm nor deny the presence of demonic activity at the Dairy Queen, but all signs do point towards that general direction. Yes.
We'll need some independent analysis. We'll get back to you on this.
Root beer float with banana chunks.
Unforgivable.
I mean,
That's a red card.
that's definitely, we're skipping the yellow. We're going straight to red. Although part of me wants to take a very small glass, pour a very small amount of root beer in it, put a little tiny bit of vanilla ice cream in it, and take a solitary banana. And not because I think it'll taste good, but for science, Brian.
Like I said, an independent review.
Yes, exactly. Also, although calling it pilk makes it even worse, but is it only Pepsi? Like, can you do it with Coke too? Could it be
I've only heard of it with Pepsi.
pilk?
Pilk. Yeah.
No, kilk if it was with Coke.
Right.
Here's my hot take. There's literally hardly any difference between Coke and Pepsi. They're basically the same thing.
I agree. They're the same thing.
Oh, we're the same on this? Most
Yeah,
most
no,
people
I agree.
most
They're the
people
same
go
thing.
bananas over that take.
No,
think
they
it's crazy.
taste the same. They taste the exact same to me.
It's the same thing. So like all you people that are freaking
Yeah.
out, no Coke, it's like you're wrong. I mean, it's not worth going crazy over. Although if you drop banana chunks into it, at this point, I don't know if we can
Oh,
still be
I'm
friends.
checking our email account, and the hate mail is flooding in. So
all the
we're just
Coke-
gonna batch delete
the
and
Coke
never
boys
see it
the Koch brothers are jumping in on this one.
again.
So, Brian,
Yeah.
we have a very important thing to discuss.
Oh man,
Very.
is it something I said on Instagram and then I forgot about it? Because that's probably what
Correct.
it exactly is.
It's a couple of
Okay.
weeks ago. Yeah, it is. But you said we need to discuss this, and I think you're right. And that is the topic dominating discussion across the nation this year. If a hot dog
Oh.
were to get legs, Brian,
If a hot dog were to sprout legs,
if a hot
legs
dog-
made of meat,
legs,
meat
yeah,
leg.
hot dog legs. We're talking a full hot dog here in a bun, as God intended.
That's got
If
it.
a hot dog were to get legs, would it stand up longwise or tallwise, Brian?
First of all, we're like maybe 5 minutes in, and we've already spotted the elder tour. So
The legged hot dog. You're right. That's a good
Yes.
point. That is a good point. I
Yes.
hadn't even noticed that. You're right. Let's make some definitions. Longwise is if the hot dog is basically horizontal
yes,
and the legs sprout out from underneath it so that it is being held up. So like if there was condiments on it, they wouldn't slide down.
yeah, kind of like a T-Rex. If you can picture like a T-Rex, like
Very
legs
similar.
like a T. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And lengthwise is if the hot dog is up and down and the legs come from the sides.
Vertical.
Yeah, vertical. So like technically the condiments would slide off and it looks more like Michigan J Frog than it looks like a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Ooh.
How say you, Brian? Longwise or tallwise?
Ooh. I would say tall-wise, like the good Lord intended.
Brian,
However,
These debates don't work if we both are on the same side all the time.
well, I'm telling you, but I'm adding a caveat here.
Oh, there's a caveat.
Adding
Okay,
a
good. I love a
There's a
caveat.
caveat here. Because the top of its body,
Mhm.
you know, the casing,
The part
is
where
the
the head
same
would
as
be.
yes, is the same as the bottom part of the body.
I mean, yeah, they are
So-
equal generally.
Yes.
Let's see, unless you got a really
So-
weird hot dog going.
Right. So the thing is it are those really the legs or is it the feet? Because the face only has to be on one end. But
True.
I'm just saying
Wait.
it's kind of like a gingerbread man sitting in a gingerbread house. Is the house made of gingerbread or is the house made of flesh?
I mean, it's like transubstantiation of the gingerbread man. It's both and neither.
So
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
But just for argument's sake,
Okay.
I'm gonna go T-Rex wise so
Okay.
that it can jump into your mouth and be eaten. And the thing is that hot dogs love to be eaten, much like our sentient toilets.
No one wants to eat a sentient toilet. You mean they'd like to be used in the way that God intended?
Right. Yes.
Correct, okay.
The hot dog has legs long wise, so it can run and
So it can
jump
run.
into your mouth.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, I appreciate you taking the other side, but it has to be tall wise. It has to be because it is an abomination unto the Lord if it's lengthwise. It looks terrible. The reason we brought this up is because someone posted this query on Instagram with visuals, and the lengthwise hot dog it's the spiritual equivalent of a root beer float with bananas in it. It's wrong, and everyone knows it's wrong, and it needs to be stopped. And your caveat, or not? No, your caveat was that the feet and I didn't completely follow, if I'm being honest, because.
But so basically, like, where is the actual head? Like, its top and its bottom are the same.
It's where the
but
face
legs,
is, Brian.
But the legs come down only on one side. But they're the same. It's the same thing. There's no like end. You know what I'm saying? How like men. So you know how like humans have a mouth and a butthole, and the esophagus connects it all together.
It's like a tube. It's just a really long tube as a human.
But
What is
like,
a human? A human is a tube.
Yes, but how does it work? Like how does the hot dog like
Brian,
work? That's
it's sprouted legs, not an entire digestive system.
You know, we're having this debate, and it's like this is an object that is like magically come alive and become an eldritch horror. So you know what? I guess it doesn't really matter.
Also, you could eat a tall-wise hot dog. You just have to like lift it over your head and bring it down into your mouth.
Yes.
But I do agree with you that the hot dogs want to be eaten. I think that is an important part of the walking hot dog lore. Is that the only reason they would sprout legs is to run closer to a human's mouth to be consumed.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. They would want to do that tall-wise because that's the only acceptable way.
Right. It is the acceptable way. It is the only acceptable way.
Only acceptable way. So,
however, just to be a contrarian, I say lengthwise.
I appreciate that you took the other side, because that's the like you're in debate class and like we need people to discuss both ends, and then like one anti-Trump administration, and then like all right, who's going to support the Trump administration? Everybody's looking around like, oh crap. Okay, I got it. He got rid of the penny, and I'm done. But anyway,
yeah. Well, hold on. I will say one thing.
Okay,
they do want to get rid of artificial dyes.
That's good.
Okay with this.
I'm all right with that.
I'm okay with this. And they want to do the resurgence of breast milk. Not okay with that.
Well, I'm okay with that for babies.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you know, it's not like you're gonna go like you have your plant milk, your dairy milk, and then your human breast milk.
Sure.
Like, I don't want to go to fucking Wegmans and see, you know, human breast milk. Like, first of all,
in a carton. What would the carton look like? Because they usually put cows with their udders on it for like regular milk. Would it be a woman with her shirt just opened up? Like, I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm sorry that I introduced that.
There is. I'm going to go down a bit of a rabbit hole, but bear with me on this.
I'm here for you.
You could say that cows aren't. You could say that cows are cattle, right? There's many of them.
Say that.
They're animals. They're not.
You said, not controversial yet.
Yeah, they produce meat. They produce a lot of milk, and at all times.
And methane gas.
Well, obviously.
Yes.
They basically turn grass into gas, and also sometimes milk.
They ride for free though.
They do, because they have all of it.
They have everything.
I got you. That's why I said it.
I figured that's why you said it. I had to go there because you started it.
However, now the critical point, like the linchpin in this, is they're not terribly sentient. Like they can't like communicate. They're driven by instinct.
We did a whole show on cows.
We did,
and I went for very too long talking about how great cows are. I will not stand for this cow slaughter. Are they smart? Okay, maybe not so much. You're right, but don't call them non-sentient. They have best friends, Brian.
Okay, but so what I'm trying to say is they're driven by instinct and not by reason. That's what I'm trying to say. The other thing, so now when you take that to humans, like humans are driven by reason, and I mean here's pro and con. Hear me out.
Okay.
You have women who continuously produce breast milk, and I can't believe I'm actually about to fucking say what I'm about to say.
Where is this going, Brian? Brian, just be careful is all I'm saying. Be careful.
It's opening up another revenue stream. That's where I'm going. That's the pro.
That didn't make it better.
It didn't make it better. But I mean, there are women who, produce a bunch of milk and continue to produce milk.
Sure.
That's a revenue stream. Like, I get that. That's great. If you can do it, it's another revenue stream. Get the bag.
Providing milk for other babies.
Correct.
Okay.
That's fine.
I'm worried about how hard you're going onto this
So the
particular
other
revenue
problem,
stream.
but the problem is there's an ethical quandary because then you now have this product line that you have to keep creating for. So then you basically have, a dystopian society where, women who make breast milk all the time are basically hooked up to machines like cows. So that is the problem because it creates this new product and the product needs to get made, and once corporations get involved, everything goes to shit, and that creates a lot of ethical and legal issues.
So you've just got women hooked up to milking machines all day, basically
Pretty
being
much.
milk slaves.
Correct.
That's dystopian in a way I've never thought of before, but okay. Sure.
But I mean, on the other hand, you would have to pay them because they're human. But then again, you'd have these you'd have ethical milk farms and non-ethical milk farms, and that
free range women.
This is a horrible track to go down. And we're both men.
I did tell you to be careful when you started this conversation,
and I was careful, but I mean that's the logical conclusion, and it creates
yeah.
And there's a lot of ethical things that I'm just not even going to get into.
We just for the record, Brian and I are for the ethical treatment of women.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And their breast milk.
And their breast milk, absolutely.
But not as a product line to be found inside of a King Soopers or a Wegmans.
Yeah. For some reason, I feel like it would be in Target.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. I don't really even have a reason for that. It just feels like a Target. Like you'd go to the back of the weird little grocery aisle in Target, and that little cooler that's all the way on the back wall.
You'd pick up a mom's human breast milk and be like, oh, this milk was provided by Chandra. Great.
They have photos of the women who provided the milk on the cart.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, God.
All right,
this went off a horrible track.
Wow.
We're just gonna reset.
Well, since we're speaking about it, I'd like to bring this point up too. Gummy bears should not be crunchy.
No, I don't like that. That's horrible.
I know exactly.
That way lights on this.
Yeah, because I was eating a gummy bear this week, and all of a sudden it became crunchy, and I did not care for it. Here's what happened, Brian.
Why did I immediately think there was human teeth inside of the gummy bear? Like my literal first thought was there are human teeth suspended in the gummy bear.
Brian, you're not far off.
Oh God, no.
It's not let's not disparage the good name of Haribo though.
Oh, this was an off-brand?
No, it was a Haribo gummy bear. But here's the problem. I was chewing gummy bears, and gummy bears are sticky.
Right.
And it stuck to one of my fillings.
Oh no.
And suddenly the filling was no longer in my tooth, but it was inside of the gummy bear, and I was chewing the gummy bear, and it became crunchy, Brian.
Oh no.
And that is unpleasant. And I'm like, what is happening? Why is there a crunchy gummy bear? So I'm spitting it out onto the lawn, like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
And then I realized, there's a big hole in the back of my tooth. So, so I lost a tooth. I didn't lose a tooth. I lost a filling. And so, thankfully, it doesn't hurt because I've never lost a filling before this week, and I'm against it. It's bad. Don't do it. It's mildly painful if I chew something on it, but I'm going into the dentist on Monday to get it fixed. So,
that's good.
If you ever see any gummy bear company that's starting to propose crunchy gummy bears, just
say no.
Just say no. It's bad. It wasn't actually human teeth. It was close though. It was human filling. But it's a bad experience when you're chewing a gummy bear and suddenly it becomes crunchy. Don't do it.
Yeah, no, don't like that.
We
don't like that.
Yeah, exactly.
We are.
Hey, Brian.
Very against it.
How was your week?
Oh man, I was literally waiting for you to ask me this.
Well, it is typical of what we do at this point of the show. Although, actually, usually we haven't talked about human breast milk and Chandra being on the cover of the box first, usually. So we are slightly late. But
yeah, we usually don't talk about human breast milk farms.
Chandra!
I don't know. Just like
It's the perfect name. It's the perfect name for some reason. It just works. It's like being in the back of Target and it says Chandra on it. Everything about that was perfect. So anyway,
sitting
That's-
right behind us. Dolores? No.
oh no, you don't want Dolores milk.
I'm just
It's
kidding.
just
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
people are picking through it, looking for the best photos for which this could turn into.
Oh, that
problem.
creates a whole other ethical issue. Oh, jeez.
I know.
Anyways, this is a bad track. This is a very bad track.
Boop, 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 boop. That is the sound of Brian and I backing the truck up. We are not going down this aisle of Target.
Yes, no. So I'm basically I like to ride my bike 12 and a half miles to work. You know, there and
You like
back
to ride
for
your
a total
bicycle.
of
You like to ride your
24
bike.
Yes, just like Queen would have intended.
Entirely.
So,
Thank you for picking up on that without me having to sing.
oh, of course. And it was very recently had a torrential downpour here, right? And you know what? I'm sitting there. I have all my rain gear. I'm like, you know what? Mama didn't raise no quitter. I'm gonna
Ready.
bike to work,
I can do it.
and I'm fine. Everything's great. The rain is pounding. Everything is terrible. I'm hoofing it on my bike. Everything is going great. I get 2.5 miles in. The motor dies. Like no power to the motor whatsoever.
Oh, on your electric bike.
Yes.
That's bad because that bike is heavy.
Yes. So I am also heavy. And
Good combination.
Yeah. And so I'm huffing it and I'm like, and I'm sitting there and the rain starts coming down more. And I'm like, I have two options. I can ride the 10 miles to work, which I don't think I could in the dark, or I ride my bike back and I drive to work.
That's probably the plan.
And so I did what what any normal sane human being would do is ride their bike back home.
Good way to be a sane person. Good job.
Right. And at that point, the rain is just coming down in sheets and sheets and sheets. Like it's a tropical fucking rainstorm, right? Like
Not great.
like my street, when I get to my street, there is like 3 inches of water on my street. And I'm like, oh my God.
At this point, you just say, I'm calling in. I'm calling in wet today.
No. So what I did is I put the bike away. I throw all my shit in my car, and I'm basically driving to work. And wouldn't you know it? The moment I actually start getting on the on the 290, it just stops. Or the 190. It just stops raining. I'm like, motherfucker. So
you're soaking wet?
Yeah. So I
In your
get to work
car.
soaking wet. I am, and I'm soaking wet in my car, yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah. But I did bring a change of clothes, so
That's
I changed into those and everything was fine. So
Way to be prepared.
But yeah, that was the most. So, for those of you paying attention last year, I had a miserable bike ride. This was the most miserable bike ride.
It's an annual tradition. Brian's miserable bike ride. Apparently, that's a tongue twister. I didn't know.
Yes,
I
but
was
I
trying to
have
say
good
Brian
news.
and bike at the same time. Is your bike okay?
Yes, it
Okay,
still
good.
works. It apparently just needs to get resealed. The motor needs to get resealed, which I can do. So
Good. What's the good
Yeah.
news?
Oh, it still works.
Oh, see, I knew I could have just let you go, but no, I have to interrupt everything because I'm an interrupting cow.
You are an interrupting
Moo.
cow. God damn it, Craig.
I know. Well, I had to. I had to after that. So,
All right.
Brian, do you know who Sleipnir is? Do you know who Sleipnir is?
No, I don't.
Oh, Brian, when I was in Iceland, there were many things I did not like. Mostly all of the people I interacted with. There were many things I did like, including a lot of the food actually was very good. But also the nature was amazing. But also I learned about the Norse mythological creature known as Sleipnir. He is an 8-legged horse that was born as a result of a mythical demon horse being seduced by Loki, who had turned himself into a mare, and then that created their how do I want to say this? Their pairing created a mythical creature known as Sleipnir, who is an 8-legged horse who is the fastest creature in all of Norse mythology.
Mm-hmm.
Able to traverse the sky, the sea and the land faster than anything. He was the horse that Odin rode into the land of the dead to try to rescue a friend. And he is all over in Iceland. Sleipnir is like, and he's cool because it's like this very, I mean, it's like mythological drawing. It's not that long. It's just that it has lots of legs.
Oh, okay.
It's
I don't
very
like that.
strange looking. No, you do. It's great. It's super cool. I have a T-shirt of Sleipnir, of Odin riding Sleipnir. He's wonderful, and he's my new favorite Norse creature, Norse mythological creature, Sleipnir. He's a fast horse that can go into the world. He can escape into and out of the land of the damned, Brian, because he's that fast. He can ride across the sea. He can ride into the sky. He's the coolest thing basically ever, Sleipnir.
Okay, well, I will look into that, I guess.
Yeah, you just like stories about mythological creatures.
I do.
I thought I would try to introduce you to one that you really needed to learn about.
I just need to see a picture of it, but I will look up a picture.
Well, there's no actual photographs, but you know,
there's obviously.
Well, you said you need to see a picture. You need to see a picture of all the. Yeah, I knew what you meant. I'm just being dumb. So anyhow.
Okay, yeah. I do like that. That's pretty cool.
He's cool, right?
It didn't look quite as fucking awful as I expected, because I expected
you don't expect it to look. I know you don't expect an 8-legged creature to look that cool, but it does. It's the best. So Sleipnir, 2 thumbs up. I give him my greatest possible review. So anyway, it is probably time. Probably past time.
Yes, it is. It is past time.
I was thinking you would make a shorter show this week, but here we are.
We did ramble. So 2 news stories. Let's go.
Okay, very good. I don't know if I can do it in 2, but we'll see what we can do. The news. All right, Brian.
Damn, he can galloping in on an 8-legged horse.
Yeah, well, you got to be fast. You got to be fast. So, Brian, we'll make this part quick. Texas Republicans this week had their convention.
You're right.
And to end it out, they brought in a real live elephant onto the floor of the convention, Brian. And that elephant.
Please tell me it just made a giant poop. It just made a big old pap.
Well, it just relieved itself entirely all over the convention floor.
Yes.
Making a giant mess, and a wonderful apt analogy for the Texas Republican Party. I just thought that was fun. I thought I would share that one. So, all right, next story.
I had no idea. I was just hoping that would happen.
That's what happened.
And then it just stomped everybody. And then it just like stomped.
Yeah, then it went Dumbo's mother and just started wrecking havoc everywhere. No, it didn't do that. It's yeah, I know. Our next story comes to us from Kentucky. The Creation Museum / Noah's Ark encounter. And this is also another quick one that I can do, but they are suing. They have a giant replica of Noah's Ark there. For people to go check out.
I'm assuming, yes.
They are suing their insurance provider because the insurance provider refused to provide coverage for flood damage.
That is, you know what? I kind of saw that coming.
It's pretty great, though.
That is pretty great. Yeah.
Sadly, the story loses a little bit of its fun steam because it was just for damage that was caused, like on the roads. The Ark has not been harmed, but it is just funny that they're suing for flood damage, and they are the Noah's Ark experience.
Right.
Like if anyone should be ready for flood damage, anyone in the entire world, it should be them. So anyhow, let's get on to more in-depth news stories, Brian. It was a rough week for kids. We start in South Boston. An 11 and 12-year-old siblings, a brother and sister, did the summer thing that kids across the country have been doing for years.
They go to summer camp.
No, here, I'll let you decipher what they did. They were trying to make money, and they were 11 and 12.
Lemonade stand.
There you go. They created a lemonade stand, and they were fairly successful. They had raised $80.
Not bad.
When someone came along with a gun and armed them or robbed them at gunpoint and took their $80, Brian.
Is there nothing sacred?
Brian, someone this week did an armed robbery of a lemonade stand.
What? Why?
I mean, it's not funny. That's traumatic for kids.
It's awful, yeah, but like, dude,
so
come
bad. On. Yeah. He walked up. He said, "I'm gonna need to take that," and then he showed them the gun. And they're like, fine, take it. Yeah, and they walked off. But the community has responded. They've built them a bigger lemonade stand, bigger, finer, faster.
Yes.
The Sleipnir of lemonade stands.
Lemonade-ier stand.
It's the lemonadiest stand that's ever lemonaded.
Yes.
And there was basically like a community festival that kind of sprung up impromptu around it,
You love
and
that.
they've made a lot more money, and hopefully they're not too traumatized. But yeah, okay,
Yeah.
the kids are not all right though, Brian. I mean, they got robbed by gunpoint at their lemonade stand. Not cool.
Yeah, that's not okay.
The next story comes to us from England, Brian, and this one's bad. A man in the most English sounding place that could possibly be, Cambridgeshire. Does it
Yep.
get more
Very
Englandy than Cambridgeshire? Probably not.
Cambridgeshire on Avon.
There you go. That would make it slightly more British.
Yeah.
The Old Hurst Zoo. They had to close down the reptile house this week,
Okay.
and a man was arrested due to reports of an incident of a 3-year-old boy ending up in the crocodile enclosure, Brian.
Oh God, thank God. Okay.
How is that okay?
You said a man. You said a man, and I thought he was fucking lizards.
No. God, no. That is not where the story is going. It's not going in a good place necessarily, but it's not that.
But he threw a 3-year-old in a crocodile enclosure, which isn't a good idea.
How are you so laissez-faire? Oh, all he did was throw a 3-year-old into the crocodile enclosure. The kid suffered injuries. They had to bring in an ambulance. The man and the kid, according to this news story, do not know each other.
Oh, that got worse.
So somebody was in the lizard. Somebody was in the lizard house, and the 3-year-old was annoying him so much that he picked the kid up and threw him into the crocodile exhibit.
Yeah, it was a bad week for kids.
Not a good week. The kids are not all right. Yeah. Fortunately, this kid will be okay. He was rescued by the female owner of the zoo, who apparently saw this happening and jumped in and saved the kid. And the guy was arrested, and I don't know how British law works, but it seems like throwing a 3-year-old to the crocs. I feel like that should entail some jail time.
Oh yeah.
I want to know how annoying this kid was.
I kind of want to know that too.
That you go from walking into the lizard house to a few minutes later being so annoyed at this kid that you are literally throwing him to crocodiles.
You know, maybe he was just throwing out lizard facts like one after another, just boom, 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 lizard fact, lizard fact, lizard fact.
Yeah, he's like one of those kids that's like fixated on lizards.
Yeah.
That's not enough to you still don't throw them to the crocodiles. I don't think, no matter how, because kids can be annoying. We all know this. This is true.
True. But I think most people just be like, hey, shut the hell up. Kid starts crying. You just say, just drop the H word on them. You're just a jerk.
But you're not criminally liable jerk.
Yeah, you're not a criminal evil asshole.
Correct. You're not literally sacrificing children to the lizard gods.
Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, the kids are not all right, Brian. Here's our final the kids are not all right story, Brian. A man named Chad Larson was arrested this week, Brian.
Okay. What did Chad Larson do?
For the last several weeks, a group of children had been ringing his doorbell and then running away.
Okay, so kids were playing Ding Dong Ditch.
Ding Dong Ditch for weeks and weeks and weeks. And it was making him more and more and more insane. Then this week, they rang the doorbell and stayed at his door.
That's not Ding Dong Ditch.
No, that's Ding Dong and then answer. Yeah, Ding Dong Stay is a different game. He thought they were there to apologize for the weeks and weeks of Ding Dong Ditch.
Oh, God. So
he opened the door, Brian. Chad opened the door, and they just began to taunt. They just began to openly taunt him.
No, okay. Ding Dong Taunt. Not a good strategy.
Ding Dong Taunt to an adult man. Maybe not a great plan. And Brian, Chad had enough. Chad.
Did he beat them with a switch? Like, what did he...
He came out to see them. They taunted him, ran away, and then he saw that they were coming back. So he hid in the bushes.
Okay, no, these kids. Okay, first of all, these kids are
dumb.
I get it.
They're dumb. Very
Ding
dumb.
Dong Ditch.
Yeah.
Okay, stupid.
Time-honored tradition.
Dangerous.
Stupid.
Time-honored tradition, but stupid, dumb. You never know how unhinged people are going to be.
Correct.
Might enter the door with a shotgun.
You never
You
know.
don't do Ding Dong Stay. You don't do Ding Dong Taunt,
Taunt.
and you definitely don't play those two games and do Ding Dong Come Back.
Ding dong, run away, and then come back. Yeah, the kids are dumb. We agree the kids are dumb.
Yes. Ding
But
Dong Dumb.
Chad decided to hide in the bushes because he saw they were coming back.
Oh God, Chad's making a bad choice now. Okay.
Chad is the king of bad choices, as we are about to discover, Brian.
Oh God. Okay.
Chad then, as they got close enough to his house, emerged from the bushes with a fervor.
Okay.
He tackled two of the children, Brian.
Oh shit.
Grabbing one of them, actually grabbing both of them. One of them escaped. One of them pulled away. The other one he grabbed, picked up, and took into his house.
Oh, that. Okay. This started out bad, and then it got way worse.
It started out bad, but it got worse. Yeah. The child who escaped called the police. The police arrived at Chad's house. And they could see through the window that Chad was holding the kid, like angrily.
Like restraining it, yes.
Restraining the child from escaping. The police knocked on the door. Chad answered the door thinking that the children were in trouble. Chad didn't realize that he was in trouble, Brian. They've been doing this to me. And he was like, these kids have been terrible. You need to take them away and punish them.
Yeah.
Turns out, though, that if you tackle children and then drag one of them into your house, they don't arrest the children. So Chad got arrested on threats of abuse and child endangerment and
kidnapping.
Kidnapping. Correct, Brian. Yeah. So I'm not sure when he will be arraigned or what the trial will look like, but Chad had enough. And again, I wonder how nasty were these children to Chad.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think these kids are completely innocent.
No, definitely criminal mischief for sure.
Yes, but also Chad, not okay.
Chad did not react in a way that a normal sane human being would.
Chad, we need to have a talk about the appropriate way to deal with children playing Ding Dong Ditch at your house. Don't grab them and take them into your house. Under any circumstances, never do that.
Here's what you do. You call the fucking cops, and then you tell them, hey, these little bastards won't figure this out and won't stop leaving me alone. And then the cops come and arrest them for kids being kids.
Correct.
And, do the whole scare thing.
They do the scare. Exactly. Scare them straight.
Yeah.
What you don't do is take matters into your own hands. But Chad did.
Yeah.
And so, poor Chad Larson, kidnapping and assault charges. And I just hope everything ends up okay. I don't think Chad meant quite as evilly. But Chad's also clearly not innocent.
Yeah, Chad, I think, was just had enough and was not being sane. He was under duress.
My favorite part of the story is that Chad thought that the kids were in trouble.
Right.
It's just the cherry on top. It's so.
I'm sorry. Chad was under ding dong duress. And you definitely don't want to play Ding Dong Kidnap.
Ding Dong Kidnap is bad. Anyhow, I'm Craig, and that is the news.
Ding Dong Kidnap.
Ding Dong Kidnap. Well done, sir.
So, I was already going to tell you about this, and then we went on a crazy tangent on breast milk. So it kind of comes full circle.
Oh, good. We can come back to the breast milk scene.
We're just gonna.
Chandra hasn't given enough yet.
So there's a bunch of different anime, and then there's the porn, which is called hentai.
Don't care.
I'm going to tell you about one.
Brian.
And it is amazing, and it's amazing in the fact that it's known for two things. An absolutely terrible English dub.
Oh, it's this one that you've been sending me clips of.
Yes, and it's also known for the female protagonist's incredibly large bust.
How big in anime do you have to make them for it to be standing out? Because honestly, what are we doing here, anime? Like,
so.
It's not human at this point.
The majority, macromastia is a real thing. But not everybody has macromastia. Or gigantomastia, in this case.
Unless you're in anime, in which case, yes.
Yes. So, in any case, the dub is fucking awful. It's called the Duchess of Busty Mounds. I'll let that sit.
Brian, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I
Well,
don't like it. I don't like it.
strap in,
I'm gonna
Craig.
I'm
This
gonna
is gonna be awful.
like it even less.
I want to speed
Why do
run
you
this
do
shit
this? Why do you
because
do
I
this to
hate
me?
you. No, just kidding. I don't hate you.
Good answer. Good answer. Fair. Fair, honestly.
Because you keep interrupting me. No, I'm just kidding. I don't hate
That's
you.
true.
I just like to have
You
you
just
shut
like
down
to
and watch your brain like melt.
yeah, yeah, my whole face is melting at this point. So, and we haven't even gotten to the quote unquote good stuff yet.
So
Brand,
basically, the long and
I
the
just
short of it is,
I'm gonna interrupt you again. I'd just like to point out that I am not responsible for what's happening over the next few minutes, and I neither asked for nor appreciate this content. And if you need to skip ahead on your podcast machine by pressing 15 seconds ahead about 7 times, I fully support that. Okay, continue.
all right. So, anyways, long story short, here's the plot.
Okay.
Jean
Plot.
is a dude that his mother has large breasts and commits suicide because of the his father owns a peanut plantation and is a womanizer, and the infidelity got to her. Fast forward like 20 years, he goes back to the peanut plantation, meets the stepmother. Her name is Sylvia, looks exactly the same. Everything's weird. The whole thing is
His
a
stepmom looks just like his mom who committed
pretty much,
suicide.
yes.
Okay. So he has a type.
And so he has a type, yeah. So basically, he ends up working at the peanut plantation, and everybody there is an absolute shithead and hates him. And so he ends up doing these like odd jobs and stuff. But apparently he's like the only dude there, and they have such great lines as they have amazing lines like work sucks, but at least I have a warm place to shit.
I mean,
And
that's
then
it is nice. It's better than a cold place.
yes, and then they keep saying, "Well, come here, little fuckface, or you won't have a place, or you won't have a warm place to shit in anymore." And he goes, "Oh no, I guess I must come." And I'm like, "What the hell?" The other thing is the
No,
master of
Brian.
the darting finger technique. I'm just gonna let that one lie.
I don't like you right now. I don't like you at all.
There's such lines as, "Wow, a cigar. I wonder if it's Cuban." A woman screams in the darkness. A woman screams off in the distance, like, "Was that a woman screaming or a low flying goose?"
Okay, that one I liked. Weird.
Yep. Let's see what else.
Is this just
Time for a little.
Oh, I'm sorry. Time for a little.
Time for a little backdoor action. Tight.
That one, I don't like that one. For the record, I don't like that one.
You're gonna get a nasty surprise because I had jalapenos for lunch.
No, just no.
And then the creme de la creme is a basic while they're doing the do, Sylvia and Jean, they basically have a existential conversation about sleeping with your step parent. It's a whole thing.
No, no,
Yes.
Brian, no.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I don't like this.
Yep. It's awful. And it's awful and also kind of hilarious. Like the dub is just hilarious.
So
like,
did they just let the English actors just be like, we don't care what you say, just say something insane?
Yep, that's basically it. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it is not great, but it is funny as hell.
You find every week you find something.
This one
Doesn't-
probably this one's
Is this
probably
the worst?
worse.
Yeah, this one's
This
the worst.
one so far.
The worst so far. This segment does not always have to be, here's a horrible anime that will make Greg uncomfortable. I mean, it seems to have fallen into that rut, but we could do something different. It's allowed.
For a long time I avoid this because there is many.
I'm just saying we could branch out to like total different things entirely to break me. This is, I mean, you found a rich vein of Craig breaking right here.
I have. And I also, went and I mined other areas like brain damage and basket case.
True.
So,
yeah,
I go through other things. So
okay.
I want you to know.
I'm just hoping it's a phase.
Well, I know if I really want to go hard, if I tell you what, I'm a conscientious miner. When I need something to go to really screw with you, I'll
Mhm.
go back to that rich vein of anime ore. But I try not to over mine it.
Okay. See, that's one perspective. To me, it feels like you have stripped mined the entire mountain, and the mountain is just a I don't know, a shell of its former self, and you have taken
But
every
it
bit of
goes
ore.
on for months.
It's like the mines of Moria. It just is so
Yeah,
deep. There's
it
so
just
much
never
to
ends.
mine. But much like the mines of Moria, you might dig too far and release some manner of evil beast.
Like a
So
balrog.
exactly. And
Yeah.
then we'll
Well,
then and I don't want to see the Balrog of this particular mountain because that feels like it would be that might destroy the whole world.
yeah, definitely. All right.
Bad. It's
So
bad. So all right, we have
so
things.
we have some absolutely cursed things. Hmm.
Oh. All right. We begin the story of Chad.
All right. Chad who makes bad choices.
Nope, this is just a guy named Chad.
Okay.
Chad is shopping in Target, and he goes to the cooler, and he discovers a new product called Chandra milk.
No. But
And
go
he's
ahead.
like, and he doesn't look too closely at the details. He's like, never tried this kind of milk before. Let me give it a shot. So he grabs it, puts it in his cart, and he heads home.
Mm-hmm.
Pours himself a bowl of cereal. He's like, I'm going to try that new milk.
I'm gonna try that new milk. Okay.
He puts it on. He eats his cereal.
Hmm.
Doesn't really notice anything. He's like, well, this is a little sweeter than normal, I guess.
Yeah.
Seems okay. I might get it again. I might not. I'm not sure. Still hasn't looked at the details of the Chandra milk. Puts it back in the fridge. Closes the door. And suddenly, a temporal rift opens in his kitchen.
See that one coming? But I'm here for it.
And an 8-legged horse walks through.
Oh. Sleipnir.
Yep, Sleipnir. Sleipnir. I think it's Sleipnir.
Sleipnir? Okay.
I think so. Yeah. Sleipnir walks through.
Okay.
It's like, Chad, you have a quest to accomplish because you have drinking the sacred milk. You are now
The
the only
Chandra
one
milk.
on Earth that can prevent us from the anime Balrog destroying Earth.
The anime Balrog. Okay.
Because the anime Balrog has been released by the evil troll Brian, who has been mining too deep into the
He went
mountain.
too deep into the mountain. Okay.
He has been released and he must be stopped. And only you, the milk drinker, and me, the 8-legged horse, together combining our
Are
powers.
fast enough to stop
And
it.
Chad's like, man, all I did was have some cereal. What are you talking about? He's like, the prophecy has foretold. And your
Okay.
enemies preventing you from reaching this will not be your typical enemies. They shall appear to others as mere children. Not all children are evil. But in this new
These
world,
ones are.
in this new world of the anime Balrog, far too many children are actually evil messengers of the anime Balrog.
Okay.
And they must be stopped, Brian. So he's like, well, Chad doesn't believe this because sure, a temporal
Sounds the same,
rift opened up in his kitchen, and sure, an 8-legged horse came through talking about how he needs to save Earth. But he's like, you know what? That could happen to anybody. That doesn't mean it's real.
This all seems like bullshit.
Exactly. He's skeptical, Brian. Let's just put it that way. He's like, my plan was to go to the zoo this afternoon, and I'm going to do it. So he goes to the zoo,
Okay.
and he sees the 3-year-old kid.
Wait, is this gonna be like They Live kind of thing where he sees them and they're like, they look different?
Kind of. He sees this 3-year-old kid, and at first he's like, oh, it's just a cute little kid. And then the kid starts talking to him in the voice of a demonic Balrog. And talking about how he's going to destroy him. And then no one else notices this in the entire lizard exhibit. But the baby grows into a giant evil monster.
A Balrog.
No, this isn't the Balrog. This is like the first boss.
Okay.
And
so it's just some kind of like creature. Got it.
It's just some kind of baby creature that has been animated by the power of the evil anime Balrog. Chad, not knowing what to do, Sleipnir walks in and he's like, you must destroy This creature.
So he picks him up and throws him in the crocodile exhibit.
Correct.
Okay.
And then the police come because a man has thrown a 3-year-old into the lizard exhibit. So the police arrest him and take him in.
To which he tells them all about the craziness.
Yeah, and then they're like, well, this guy clearly needs to be committed. He's not right. But actually, by throwing him to the crocodiles, the child and the monster that was possessing him have been separated. So actually, Chad did the right thing, but nobody knows it. Nobody knows it. Now they think he's crazy
knows
because he threw a 3-year-old into the crocodile exhibit. And generally, people frown upon that.
Right.
Yeah. But he's like, no, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Somehow he manages to talk the police into letting him go.
Okay.
With the help, because Sleipnir is there and whispers in his ears all the correct things to say. And through the magical powers of the 8-legged horse, he's able to convince the police, who are simple-minded people, can be controlled by the power of the 8-legged horse.
Of an 8-legged horse.
Yeah. And so he escapes, goes back to his house. Mm-hmm. He's sitting in his living room, just like, I cannot believe that just happened. That was crazy.
Yeah.
That was bananas. What is going on here?
And then he makes
bananas, he makes a root beer float with the bananas. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Because Sleipnir tells him he needs it.
Treat.
Well, it's not only a delicious drink, it also provides the electrolytes necessary to replenish his powers. Because again, he had the milk, which really started this whole thing, but he needs to keep imbibing on magical elixirs, and one of the magical elixirs is a root beer float with bananas in it.
Okay.
It provides magical power. It just does. I mean, it's scientifically proven.
Of course.
Yeah. So he then sits down, drinks his root beer float with bananas, and the doorbell rings. And he goes to answer it, but Brian, no one's there.
And let me guess, it's a bunch of kids just fucking with him. Evil kids.
Well, this goes on for weeks, Brian. He keeps answering the door, and Chat's like, what is going on? And nothing's happening. So he goes about his life, and it's a really hot day.
Yeah.
Like, so hot. And his root beer powers have started to fade. And while it's not as powerful as root beer with bananas in it to replenish the magical powers, lemonade will do it in a trick. We'll do the trick in a pinch. And so he passes a lemonade stand. He's like, oh, that's cute. They have a lemonade stand. So he walks up to order some lemonade to replenish his magical powers to keep fighting the evil enemy Balrog. And the kids pour him a glass of lemonade and hand it to him. And then suddenly, like, giant split tongues come out of their mouths and are like, we shall defeat you, Chad. And so Chad was carrying his piece because, just the events of the last few weeks, he wants to be prepared. So he pulls out his gun and he's like, you're not going to defeat me. And he grabs their money bin, which was actually the source of their evil powers, and he runs off.
I just imagined him pulling out the gun and going like, you're not going to beat me, kiddies.
He starts talking like a 1930s gangster as well for reasons. I don't know. You can't get me, kids. I've got the gun. I'm going to take your magical box. And so the police think that he's stolen their cash box, but really it is the source of their magical powers that he has taken away from them. Again, defeating the children and separating the evil demon from the children. So the kids are now just 11, 12-year-old kids at a lemonade stand again. Because the kids can become evil at a moment's notice thanks to the Balrog. And only Chad can notice it because he was the one that drank the breast milk, the Chandra breast milk. And that was what opened his eyes. So Sleipnir again helps him escape. And they go back to the house. And then the doorbell rings again. And it's been going this way for weeks.
Right.
He answers it.
And then the kids stay there.
He sees the kids stay there. And then the kids start taunting him in this evil Icelandic voice that he can't even understand, but he knows is evil. And so he tackles them and grabs them to bring them into his house. Because he wants to free them, and Sleipnir says, "If you take them into your house, I have the necessary chants we need to chant in order to separate the evil monster voices from the kids." So they do that, and the kids are saved by Chad. But again, the police think that Chad has kidnapped children and is abusing them. He's not. He's actually saving them. But again, everyone misunderstands Chad. Chad is misunderstood.
Chad is not bad. He is misunderstood.
But thankfully, he again has Sleipnir, and Sleipnir whispers all of the things. He's like the reverse horse whisperer. He's the horse whisperer listener.
He's the man whisperer who happens to be a horse.
Correct. He's the man whisperer. That's the name of the show. Is the Man Whisperer.
The Man Whisperer.
He again escapes from the police clutches because the police are inept and susceptible to Sleipnir.
Right.
And then Sleipnir says, "Now it is time. We've defeated the children, but now we must defeat the balrog." So they go into battle.
Yes.
And it's just a big CGI battle. You know, we're
Right.
gonna have Sleipnir, and Chad is gonna suddenly get this magical armor and magical weapons.
Mhm.
We're just gonna have a big, good old fashioned Hollywood throwdown. And although it's gonna appear that Chad is on his last legs, about to be destroyed, he'll have a little bit more Chandra milk right at the most important moment, and that
And then
replenishes his powers.
he beats
And it's
the
like,
evil wizard.
yeah, and then it's like, you know, he's like He-Man saying, "I have the power. I have the breast milk." And then suddenly he's just becomes far too powerful. He destroys the
Chandra,
anime Balrog.
give me sight beyond sight. Wait, no, that's Thundercats.
Good. I mean, that works. We can play with the He-Man universe and the Thundercats universe all together. It's fine. And yeah, he becomes too powerful even for the anime Balrog, and he defeats him. And the world goes back to normal. And Chad has saved the world, but everyone thinks that he's a weirdo who throws kids into crocodile pits. So Chad doesn't get to be the hero, even though he was the hero, Brian. So that's the real irony of the whole thing. So he just sits down and has another root beer float with bananas in it and lives his life. The end.
I don't like that. I don't like Chad. No, I'm just kidding.
Chad's a good guy. Chad is misunderstood.
But Chad is not bad. He's misunderstood.
Chad is not bad. That could be the name of the movie too. Chad is not bad.
Chad is not bad. Oh boy. Okay. We are going to start our film. I'm going to hell for this. Oh god. Okay.
Oh good. Oh good. We're doubling down on Brian going to hell.
Okay, so Jean.
Yes.
His father owns
peanut plantation.
No, he owns a breast milk facility.
Good.
John is supposed to take over the family business, and this is, of course, incredibly dystopian. Rich is running this place, this breast milk place,
because it's a breast milk facility, and that should not exist.
Correct. It should not. This is a dystopian film. And Jean befriends some of the ladies, you know, Chandra, Sylvia, you know, Dolores, and together they try to rise up, and they escape. And so, but now here's the problem: they've lost their revenue stream, and Jean's accounts have been frozen. He's like, "Damn, how are we gonna do this?" I know.
Wait. Is it John's stepfather? Is that who you said?
No,
or is it his father?
John's father.
Okay, so he's like the real bad guy then?
Yes.
Can he refer to the women as cows, please?
Yes, he can refer to the women as cows.
Okay, good. So the cows have escaped with John. John is trying to save them.
And so now they're trying to sell lemonade, right? And one of the goons from his dad says, "Oh, that is Jean." And John is like, "Oh shit, they found me." And so they robbed the lemonade stand, but they didn't get their nest egg. So they'd been, you know, doing the lemonade stand for a while and been, you know, putting in a tiny, tiny bit of breast milk just to get that extra sweetness kick.
There you go.
And so they get robbed, but that's okay. It's not terrible. They're still fine. And then they're like, Jesus Christ, I'm going to hell for this too.
Oh no.
So they're the Jean and the three women, aka cows, are on the run and they end up going to like the shack, and these people keep ringing the doorbell, and they're like, "Oh no, what is it?" And it turns out to be the goons again. And the goons keep doing it, but they stayed this one time. And so he goes, "You know what? I'm tired of this." Jean grabs one of the dudes and throws them in the house, and all four of them just start putting the beat down on him. And he's like, "No, wait. There's a secret you must know. If you combine one part breast milk to 1 part lemonade, you can summon the mighty Sleipnir." And so, like, that's bullshit. Anyways, they do it. They summon the mighty Sleipnir, and they ride through, and they're like, "You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go and we're gonna destroy this facility." And so they go to the facility with Sleipnir, and Sleipnir busts down the door, and what they find isn't his father, isn't Jean's father, but a man. However, the man is a hot dog with legs and arms lengthwise.
Oh, that's the most dastardly of all ways legs can be on a hot dog.
And he goes, Jean, you have come. I have reached the ultimate form of humanity. And it's, that. And it's like,
Yes.
what happened? How did this happen? And he's like, I drank breast milk for morning, noon, and night.
Until I became a hot dog with legs.
And it became a hot dog with legs
Is
lengthwise.
that John's dad? Is he the hot dog with legs?
Yes.
Oh, so he's
Yeah.
reached the ultimate evil form.
Yes. And for reasons we're not going to explain, he has a crocodile enclosure in there. We won't go in. We won't for reasons we don't.
I mean,
we
it
won't
just seems natural. Why wouldn't he have a crocodile?
Yeah,
he's a hot dog with legs.
The wrong way. Yeah. So
Yeah.
So
This is good.
so Jean's father, who's a hot dog the wrong way, is like, you will never beat me, and he's gigantic. He's like massive. He's the size of a house, right?
Okay. And he just
starts like squeezing out like little Vienna sausage like minions
with legs.
with legs, yes. And so they're like, oh no! And so the 5 of them and Sleipnir are all trying to fight, and then Sylvia's like, fuck this, and just starts throwing the Vienna sausages into the crocodile.
The crocodile pit. And that makes the crocodiles grow larger and larger.
Well, eventually crocodiles, explode because they just keep eating.
Yeah, and crocodiles can't stop eating vanilla sausages. Like, they will do it until they explode.
Yeah, it's
Everyone
well
knows
known.
this.
And
Yes.
so Jean's father's like, no, my children. And so eventually they defeat him with the power of root beer floats and with banana chunks in there, because everybody knows that hot dogs hate bananas.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lifelong rivalry between those two things.
Yeah. So eventually, everything is well, and Jean shuts down the facility, and lives happily ever after with his 8-legged horse and Sylvia, Dolores, and Chandra.
Does he have to destroy his father?
He does.
He
Yes.
does destroy his father.
What I'm thinking is in a horrible turn of events, they throw him out, and he just gets eaten by
And John doesn't
greatest
realize.
experience.
John's dad doesn't realize that one downfall of being a hot dog with legs is that you want to be eaten.
Yes. And he's like, no, I
But he
have
invites
given it. I have avoided my instincts for too long. No, here's how it goes. He's like, Jean, you have become the ultimate son. You have become my ultimate son. You must eat me and gain my power. And he does.
No, he says, no, I am not my father. Because he doesn't want that evil power. Because John is the hero.
Plot twist.
John is the hero.
Dolores starts mowing down.
And that's why her milk is so bad.
It's full of evil.
Exactly. That's why you always skip the Dolores milk at Target.
Yes. But something you should never skip
Is using
cleaning your ears.
For sure. For sure.
But how do you know?
Unhinged.
He's so unhinged.
How do you know when a Q-tip is good? How do you know how to use it correctly? These are the questions we ask.
On the back of the package are instructions.
Thank God.
Thank God
Without
for that.
those, the
Because
world would be lost.
I forget how to use Q-tips all the time.
Dude, I forgot just now.
Yeah, so what should you be doing, Craig? You should
have
always be reading the back of the Q-tip box.
You have to read the back of the Q-tip box.
Like, there's no other way around it. You just have
the
to.
only way.
You can't not do it.
You can't not do it.
Untitled with Brian and Craig is produced and edited by me, Brian Dunnigan. It is also hosted by me, Brian Dunnigan, as well as Craig Dodge. Opening and ending themes are created by AI, so nobody has license to those.